what's up? You're rocking with the one and only D-Man. Yeah. And I'm here with...
Jim Ryman.
How you doing today, Jim?
I'm doing really fine. I woke up this morning.
That's a blessing, man. What did you say?
And then I saw that Republican bullshit, and then I wanted to shoot myself. Anyway.
Oh, man. So I see...
Don't edit that.
Okay. I seen you walking with a camera, man. You're into photography?
Oh, I've been doing it for 40 years.
40 years?
Yeah, I don't look that old, but I am.
Yeah, man. We almost look the same age, man.
Well, thank you.
What's the secret?
I decided to lose weight.
Nice.
and eat better and exercise.
That's good, man.
And luck of the draw, good genes.
I like that. That's what's up, man. You got to take care of yourself, you know.
It's not a matter of how long you're going to live. It's the quality of your life, and food has a lot to do with it. What you eat and drink and do is physically, it has a lot to do with what the outcome, how you're going to be able to perform in life.
I like that, man. So you said you've been doing it for 40 years, man. That sounds like commitment, consistency, dedication. What got you into wanting to, take pictures?
Save the world.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm from the 60s, and that decade opened up our eyes. We thought the world was going to come to an end then. Little did we know we were going to save it for 2022.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
But yeah, I've always been into human rights and the quality of life and that. The only answer is to think of the next person instead of yourself.
I love that, man. When you say think of the next person instead of yourself, can you give me an example of what something like that looks like?
Jeez. There are so many good, glaring examples. Jeez.
I can help you out with one.
Okay.
What you're doing for me right now. I just seen you. I don't know you from a can of paint, and I asked you if you can help me do something, and you went out of your way to support something I got going on. So thank you for that.
What I'm witnessing, I spend a lot of time on Facebook, and what I'm experiencing is there is a boatload of people, and that's why we're going to probably take back the Senate, keep the Senate, increase our numbers, and possibly keep the House, is because there's a wave of goodness across America. With independents, Republicans, and Democrats, we realize what's at stake: our democracy, and that's the goodness within America, despite our ugly differences sometimes.
Wow, man! I appreciate your contribution, man. And you said you're saving the world. That's pretty deep.
Well, I don't know how good I'm doing it, but that's been my subject matter from day one. And I started out at the first Earth Day March in 1970. Walked from Wall Street all the way to Central Park, and look where we're at now.
Wow, the first one you were there for that?
But Nick Gutt's photo came out at the right time. I remember opening up the New York Times, and I was about to fix telephones in Brooklyn. It was a turning point, and that's what ended the immoral and unnecessary Vietnam War. Of course, America never learns from its lessons. We continue our unnecessary and immoral wars,
wow,
including regime change in some countries.
Wow, man. So let me ask you, man, how do you keep a positive mindset, man?
My children, life. I love life. I've never been. I see the possibilities. I see the success of the possibilities, despite the setbacks. Despite the undermining of our successes. I started out, I did pictures of a Catholic worker protest many years ago. That's what got me started the business. And I asked Catherine Morris, one of the head people that headed the local chapter of LA Catholic Worker. I said, after years of covering all of their arrests and being dragged off by stopping the war machine, I said, isn't it frustrating? Everything you do, seems to be overcome. And she said, you know what? If you don't do this, you become like them.
Wow. That's deep, man. That's real deep. I mean, sometimes it's very hard sticking to certain things you believe in, and following in a particular path that's different from majority or the popular number.
Well, that's the story. I've always been that way. I've always been an anomaly and a contrarian, if you will. But I don't. I try to pick and choose righteous moments that matter to all of us in the long term. And I mentioned earlier my children. I've got 9 children, 11 or 12 grandchildren,
Wow.
and about four great grandchildren.
Amazing.
So that's the value. That's to me. I believe it or not, even though I'm this flaming liberal and blah blah blah, it might be my Catholic indoctrination from an early age. Although I now call myself a recovering Catholic,
Wow.
but I actually do believe in the sanctity. I do believe life begins at conception.
Right.
I will probably go to my grave believing that.
Wow.
But it's not for me to impose that value on other people.
Right.
Because they don't. Are you listening, U.S. Supreme Court?
Everybody sees things differently, Everybody.
Well, unfortunately, the U.S. Supreme Court has been corrupted by the Republican Party,
Wow.
and we need to expand the court to negate what they've done to America, what they plan on doing to America.
Wow, man.
And they want to turn us back a century. Get with it, people.
Wow, that sounds like a lot, man. That sounds like a lot of stuff that's going on. And I know you're saving the world and you're finding ways to give back and help. But I just want to ask you one more question, man. What advice would you give the next generation, man, in terms of just keeping their head up and doing what's right? What would you tell them?
Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. You're on the right side. Time is on your side. There's no excuse for saying, they're all, both parties are the same. There's no changes. Nothing. The youth of today, the people of color in our country today, women are changing America as we speak.
Wow. Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
Yeah.